Okay, hello to you Africans and especially to Ghanaians, and I'm live here from China at yeah, precisely I'm in Dongguan. Okay, so I'm sending a very warm greetings to you Africans there, and then especially going out to Ghanaians, and I want to thank you all for your protection, your prayers during the time of the pandemic. Still we are still in though, but things are a little calm, so I want to thank you all for your prayers, your support, and then your kind and love messages that you kept sending to, encourage us and all that. Yeah. So I want to just give a very short and brief advice to Ghanaians or Africa as large. Yeah. First of all, I want to talk about the discipline, being self-disciplined. Okay. Yeah. I'm a little amazed at how things went about here in China when I talk about discipline. Yeah, first of all, immediately the pandemic started spreading, or the corona started spreading, the government sent some messages across that everybody should be home. And trust me, the next day, everywhere became a ghost town. Really? When you're home and then you have a view of, the street, the roads, everywhere was so calm, quiet. You don't see people on the street. They didn't need to have, a lot of military or the security department enforcing people to do that. And they actually obeyed to every instructions that was given them. Right. Sometimes, you see if you're sometimes you can get people to, disobey one or two times or something like that. But the majority, I can say the 99.9 of everybody here in China actually took the advice or the instructions that was given. And even as of now, people are still in their homes, no work. Right. So the first thing I want to say is that charity begins at home. Okay. So when the officials, the government or the security department has said nobody should go out, everybody should be home, please do that. Just do that. Corona is not a joke. I'm here in China. I saw a lot of things that went on. There's something about Chinese people that a lot of people don't know. Okay, they don't like to talk about their negatives more in outside than their positives. Yeah. So the numbers, the figures that we're giving out so far as the illness was, or the corona is involved, sometimes it's not even more, it's not like the exact thing they bring out. Okay. Yeah. So simply I want to say that we have to just protect ourselves, because corona is not a joke. Right. When the government or the security department is asking me to stay home, please do, because the spread of the corona a lot of people can have it within a twinkle of an eye. Yeah, so the best thing is to be indoors. I'm seeing a lot of videos and people complaining at my business and my days and my dad and all that. China is one of the the leading countries so far as business is concerned. They'll have a lot of factories everywhere in the world come to China for business. Yet, because of coronavirus, they lock down every factory. As we speak now, it's been 3 months. As we speak now, some factories are still locked down. Some factories are still locked down. You understand? And it's not, every business is business. But when the main ones are even locked down because of coronavirus, and then you operating something that you even get maybe from even China, and you're there complaining. How about if they leave you to go and then you expose yourself to the coronavirus? Do you know how many people can contact it from even you yourself when you contact it? Think about it. When you go out there and you're exposed to that the coronavirus, you get back home, you have family, you have kids, you have aged people there, and then you go back home with coronavirus, and then they also get infected. Is that what you want, Ghanaians, Africa? Is that what you want? Please, I am begging you. I'm not here to cause fear and panic for anybody, but it's a serious issue that I'm talking about. Corona is no joke at all. It's not a joke. In China, even the medical team, doctors, nurses got infected, because the numbers that were, you know, were going to the hospital within a day was outrageous. It was out of control. So imagine a well-developed, a lot of people don't know China. When we talk about China, you think it's that poor country, or probably that, you know, native. I mean, it's even difficult. What you see in their movies, they are just, that is just their native. But when you want to, ever since I came to China, I've been in a lot of cities here in China, but their ancient buildings and stuff, hardly for you to see them. This is a well-developed country. Well-developed country. People who have been to China before can testify or can tell you. Well-developed country. Systems are working. Everything is working here. And even such a country with, you know, their level of development, their, you know, business orientations and all that, even them, they locked down their businesses, restricted people from going out, locked down the whole of China. So imagine. Then how about Ghana, now developing? You know what? If you talk about development, if you want to develop in China, in Ghana, development is not about just you know, the roads, the houses, the, you know, systems working. Development starts with us. That's what I want you to know. It starts in our mind. It's about time we start to develop our minds as well, our behaviors, our attitudes, our characters. It's about time we start to develop that as well. Right. So when charity begins at home, when you are told to stay at home, it's all part of it. Law must work, order must work in Ghana, principles must work in Ghana. When you're asked to do so, just kindly do that. I don't think the government can just sit down and tell you, I want to close down places or businesses for nothing. How can the country run? But there's something dangerous out there. That is why the government or the security department will come out to tell you to stay input. And you just have to do that. You just have to do that, because life is precious. When you have life, you know that there's hope. But if you go and then you jeopardize with your life, where is the hope going to come from? Where is that hope going to come from? Seriously. So please, I'm just doing this video just to, you know, put more light on what is going on. Coronavirus is not a joke at all. A lot of people are making fun of it. Of course, you can make fun, I mean, but as you're making fun, you make sure that you take the principles seriously. You take the control measures seriously. Chinese people also made some fun. I mean, there are some jokes, you can see some videos and all that. But they took everything that was given them seriously. You understand? So please, the advice I want to give. Also, I want to encourage these celebrities for their good work done. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of them, you know, trying to put their efforts to make things go very well for the country, and that is a plus. I mean, I want to congratulate them: Jackie Appiah, John DeMello, Gloria Safo, Tintim Kuma, Tintim or something like that at Adum TV. He and you and your director. He used to be my director to Yal Safo. Pastor Chris, a young guy who is in the ministry, like, you know, God ministry or something like that. I mean, a lot of people doing effort stuff to, you know, educate people and all that. So I want to congratulate them. Also, I want to send this message across that we have very vulnerable people amongst us, okay? We have the children, the aged people, people who are less educated and don't really understand what the coronavirus is. Yeah, I saw one video from Ghana, and then a lady, a market woman, was like, oh, say, when the sickness, when coronavirus attacks you, you can use the sanitizer to cure it. No, they need education, please. They are just measures that are put in place just so, you know, you can protect yourself. Even that is not like 100% protection, but yet still there's hope. I mean, so you just have to educate them more, because this person has it in mind that I can go to town and do anything. When I'm infected, I just come home and then, you know, wash my hands with the sanitizer. It doesn't work that way. Right, so if you're home, make sure that, and you know a little bit about the coronavirus, you are, you know, enlightened. You can just give some simple education to your family, to children. Let them understand the coronavirus. Let them understand the implications that comes with it when care is not taken. Let them know the consequences. Let them know everything about it. Right, and now also we're talking about the hand sanitizers. When you go out, make sure you are well protected. And then when you come back home, make sure you wash your hands thoroughly, your face with warm water. You can do that with cold water as well, but sorry, if there's warm water, I mean, it's better. So you make sure that they have that, and then they can actually you know, before you come in contact with persons at home, okay, when you come back from town. That's basically what I'm talking about. Also, we can try these our natural remedies. Even we here in China, we did that, okay. You can just have some warm water with garlic and then lemon or lime, and then you can drink that every time. Also, you can get vitamin C to drink, so just so you can boost your immune system to fight in case if you get exposed to the coronavirus, okay. So you can have the vitamin C every time, every day. You have to take vitamin C. And then also make sure that you actually wash your hands under running water, okay. Yeah, if you don't have the tap in your home, you can just put it in a bowl, and then somebody holds it. You wash very well, let the water just run away, okay. Yeah. And then also I want to encourage the network or the content providers in Ghana, talking about MTN, Airtel, Vodafone, Tigo, and then if there's any I have not mentioned, yeah, you're all inclusive, okay. Why I'm saying this is because here in China, almost every day we have about 10 messages, even sometimes more, just reminding us on what to do so far as the corona is concerned, how to take care of ourselves, every information they put there. So I think this is the opportunity where the network providers can, you know, liaise with the government, and then probably the government can give information on how you know, people must, you know, take care of themselves, the rules and regulations, what they're supposed to do and all that. They can just send those messages daily for people to, you know, read, and then, you know, take caution, actually take caution of that. So it's just an advice. I know some of the network operators are already doing that, but it's just a plus if you are. If you're not too, I'm just giving this advice that these are some of the things we enjoyed here in China to make the education, you know, more easy. Just that it's in Chinese, so when it comes, we just translate it into English, we read, and then we understand exactly what they're saying, right? So it's just an advice I want to give out to the network or content providers and all that. Yeah. And then let's do more education on the coronavirus, okay. In as much as we are joking around it, making skits, making funny stuffs about it, we can still you know, pass the education on to people. And then avoid crowded areas. Yeah, you have to avoid crowded areas. Yeah, I mean, when you're going out, if you're supposed to go alone to buy things for the home, just do that. And then make sure that you don't go to where the place is so crowded. Even if you have to be there, make sure that you have your mask on. If you can afford the gloves, fine. If you can't, make sure that you don't have your facial contact with your hands, okay. It's your own palm, you can do anything, but when you're in town, make sure you avoid your eye, your nose, your mouth areas until you get home, or until you get water to wash your hands thoroughly, and then you're free to touch anywhere you want to touch, okay. So these are just some tips that I want to, you know, emphasize on today, and I'll be coming back to give more updates on the coronavirus, some of the things we did here that helped us, and then make sure that, you know, we help our country. Corona is a serious thing, I'm telling you. It's definitely a serious thing. So I'll come again with more updates. Just so you know, you can just follow me on YouTube. That is Antwiwaa TV, okay, Antwiwaa TV. And then on Facebook is Nana Ikia Cherry, okay. So when you just write Cherry, Nana Ikia, my name out there, you can follow me there too. And then on Instagram too, it's So Cherry Nana Ikia or Cherry Antwiwaa. You can get me on Instagram as well, okay. So let's try to share this message. Let's try to, you know, learn, and then let's try to educate people more on that. And I'm sure that with this we will be able to fight it in Africa, in Ghana, as you know, in Ghana or in Africa as large, okay. So we are still with you, like the way you guys were with us here when it started. I'm sure that we're gonna fight if we all come together to work it out. I'm sure we can do that, okay. So thank you so much. And then what else can I say? Okay, so let me just give you a view of China a little. Yeah, so I just start on my window to do this video, so you can see that the place is so quiet, everybody's indoors. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You can see that, okay. So let's meet again on my channel, Antwiwaa TV.
All right, I'm out.